book 15. Wow, hasn't Samantha been so great? Let's go. I don't have, it's, I don't have to, it's the last one. It's the last one of 15. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so Marco is like, listen, this is objectively really funny, but like I can't have humor right now. That's not in my capabilities. So he runs.
And they do throughout the rest of the remaining chapters while they're still in the facility. There is a countdown happening,
yes.
And the computer is saying, "Have a nice day."
Yes, it's so good. It's so good. I wonder if kids read this and then later watched Spaceballs and they were like, hey!
I'm gonna say I only got that reference this time when I read it back. I don't think I had quite seen Spaceballs yet when I read this the first time, and it just went right over my head.
Totally.
But I swear that this is the Applegates just slipping it in.
Absolutely. And that seems like exactly the kind of thing they would do. So Marco is running. Visser 3 is like laughing at Visser 1 at this point.
He's having the best day he's had in months.
Yes, absolutely. Hands down. He is living right now. And I do kind of love that for him. I'm not going to lie.
He doesn't remember the time he got to kill Jake.
Right.
So he needs a win.
He needs a win. Oh, God. Okay, so he gets back to the group and Rachel immediately says, nice of you to drop by, Marco. Did you at least get rid of Visser 1 for us?
Not the time, Rachel.
Not now. Not now, girl. Not now, girl. I know you don't know, but not right now, girl. And he just says, no. Jake asks him if he's okay, and he's like, nope. I am not, but we need to go. We need to go. So then we have, calamity. As you do, Visser 3 is big snaky. He goes chomp. Containment failure. Have a nice day. Fighting, as you do.
Visser 3 thinks that he's got them in a standoff.
Yes,
and Marco, and he's like, well, I have your friend in my mouth. You have to negotiate. And Marco's like, I don't have to do shit.
Yes. Yeah, he says, this is such a good line. He says, negotiate this, I said, as my fist met the squishy, soft snake snout.
It's so 90s.
It's so
negotiate
90s.
This, man.
So good. Love this for Marco, too. Marco has earned a little 90s zinger, and he has certainly earned that punch.
He just straight up knocks out Visser 3.
Yeah.
And he sort of like hose drops into the water for comedic effect.
Yeah, great visual. Great visual. So that's dealt with. So now they need to get the fuck out of there. But Cassie sees Visser 1. And Rachel is pissed.
Well, and Visser 1 stops the self-destruct sequence.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So
that's right. That's right.
They can't just get out of there and not deal with anything past this.
God.
They do have to go and confront Visser 1.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, and no wonder Rachel is pissed. And Rachel says, you should have finished her off when you had the chance, Marco. Now I'll take care of it. Oh God. And Jake is like, Marco, this is the moment where you have to make a choice, and it is your choice to make. And Marco is like, no, I know. And Jake is like, do you have the choice? And Marco is like, I will, probably.
I'll make it.
I'll make it
at some point.
I'll make it. And Jake says, do what's right. Forget about what anybody thinks. Do what's right. And then the end of this chapter, chapter 25, is That's my friend Jake. That's his answer to anything, I guess. Do what's right. And somehow he always seems to know just what that is, or at least he thinks he does. Jake's a natural hero. Heroes always know what's right. Me? I'm a comedian. All I know is what's funny and what isn't. God damn! God
In-
damn! Ah,
Incredible series
so
of
good.
statements from Marco. From his perception of Jake to himself, like he has this idea, just like Jake is kind of worried that the rest of the team does, of him as like a really confident and capable leader who has the ideas all the time and is like trying to doing things responsibly. That's not Jake's actual experience. But
Yeah,
Marco
no, no,
is
no, no, no.
so far in the opposite direction that
Yes.
whatever is going on with Jake might as well be that level of unshakable confidence for all he's concerned.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will go back to also like the way that Marco talks about Tobias's situation in the beginning of the book, where he
Mm.
doesn't know whether he would be strong enough to make the choice that Tobias is making about
Oh,
his
yeah.
his his morphing capability. Now he is in his own like horrible choice that he has to, one way or another, he has to summon up all the strength he has and make it.
Yeah. 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 And in chapter 26, he is finally met with the point where he must make the choice. They get to Visser 1, and Rachel is in Grizzly Morph, which is very fast. Visser 1 has a Dracon Beam, but Axe gets her with Tail Blade. She drops the Dracon Beam, and then Rachel is on her. And Marco knows, like, this is done. This is done for. It's a grizzly bear. Like famously, they will get you. And also, it's Rachel as a grizzly bear. She
Yep.
will get you.
There's only one way that this ends if Marco doesn't intervene.
Yes. And so he makes his choice, and he does. He yells in thought speak, no. Rachel looks around and says, "Shut up, Marco." And
Stop
he says,
distracting me.
"Yeah, stop it. It's my violence time." Um, And Marco says, "No, don't do it." Axe is like, that's Visser 1. And Marco says, "No, she's my mother."
Also, Marco doesn't say, yeah, she's also my mother. He just
Yes.
says, no,
No.
that's my mom.
Yes. 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 That's such an important distinction. Oh my God. And then they all just pause. And Visser 1 doesn't know what's going on because they're thought speaking. She's not included in this. So she's just like,
uh, New
and
lease on life?
right, right. This is fine, actually. Maybe we're fine. Uh, Rachel says, "Your mother's dead." And Marco is like, "Yeah, so that's what I thought. But unfortunately, this is her. And if we win, I would really love to have my mom back. So if we could not kill her body, that would be really cool." And Rachel reluctantly uh, tosses Visser 1 aside and does not fucking kill her. Axe does not appreciate this. Axe is like, "Okay, but please, please, hello." Um, and then they're like, "Well, what do we do about? Okay, what do we do about anything?" Um, and Marco points out that Visser 3 just saw the Andalite bandits spare the life of Visser 1. And he says, "What do you think he's going to think about that?" And Axe says, "Oh, he'll think that she's a traitor. He'll think that she's working with us. And when he sees that we've let her live, that's going to be all the evidence that he needs to prove that she's a traitor."
There's already, I think, talk of
Yeah.
like people are aware that there's probably only one explanation for how the Andalites got away that one time.
Yes. Yes.
And this plus that adds up to, oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's in the shit either way. Um, and Rachel, calm down, is apologizing. He is, oh God, this exchange.
Mm.
Um, he says, "Shut up, Xena." She says, "Hey, I'm trying to be nice." I know, so shut up. He like can't fucking handle it right now. He
The
can't fucking
nicest thing
handle
that
it.
you can do for Marco is to not talk to him right
Straight up.
now.
Straight up. So now, they are trying to get this self-destruct, whatever, going again. But Visser 1 grabs the Dracon beam because she's still here. She's still here and cognizant.
Not actually as much of a traitor as they would like her to be.
Right. And she aims it at Rachel. Um, but Marco, in like human instinct specifically, he specifically says it's not gorilla instinct, it's human instinct. He picks up a steel chair, steel and leather, he says, and
By
he,
God, it's Marco with a steel
yeah,
chair.
yeah, literally in gorilla form, which is fucking sick. Um, and he aims to throw it at his mom, kind of, maybe. Um,
Shrug.
Shrug. He says maybe I'll never know for sure where he was aiming. And it hits the window and it cracks the glass. It doesn't shatter the glass, it cracks it. But the pressure of the water is too intense and the water is starting to spray through. Um, she shoots the Dracon beam, it misses. Axe is like, the window is gonna break. Rachel is like, we gotta fucking bail. Marco is like, I need to save my mama. And Rachel is like, no, 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 you need to go. You need to go, or we will all die. So,
Rachel here notably being the voice of survival
yes,
for
yes, yes.
Marco.
Hmm.
What a role reversal. This is like a lot of
Truly.
turmoil in like where Marco's position is in the team,
Yes,
even though he's being so performative all the time or trying to be. Like this is so much like he's feeling Cassie's shame about being cowardly. Rachel is being more concerned about making it out of a situation alive than he is. This
yes,
is all over the place.
yes, yes, yes. Rachel is never that guy. But it is really nice seeing everybody kind of
Yeah.
like do what they need to do because he can't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like they really do have his back in such a tangible way.
They do.
It's so
Oh, they
good.
love each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So window breaks. There is water everywhere, whipping them around. He says that Visser 3, the suction drew him in. He says, like lint being sucked up by a vacuum cleaner, which is great.
He's just got too much snake going on.
He's got way too
Like,
much snake going on.
whoa.
So uh, the facility is just at this point collapsing with all of the pressure of the water. And Marco sees his mom, Visser 1, floating face down. He says 100 yards away. He tries to swim to her. He can't. The water is too powerful. Um, they are all trying to morph to some aquatic form to survive this. He sees a Lyran heading towards Visser 1, his mom. He doesn't know what the Lyran's plan is. He doesn't know what's going to happen to her, but he can't do anything because he's swept up in this water. He gasps for air and then he morphs the shark. We are in the last chapter here, which feels insane.
I searched for the shark inside me.
Yes! So good. So good. So good. Um, so the hammerhead sharks, the guards, are like waiting for them. They've apparently like been alerted by whatever is going on here. And Marco is like, all right, fine, fuck it. Let's square up. Let's do this. Sure. I don't want to have emotions. I want violence. I'm the Rachel now. And he says that he says, I was a boy who'd watched his mother die again. Oh my God. And he just goes for the biggest shark he can see. Again, this willing, knowing self-destruction. Um, and he's just fighting this thing. He's just fighting this thing, and he's winning because he has the intelligence of a human. Um, and he's biting the shark. He's now doing the thing. Um, and feeling triumphant. And Jake is like,
Yeah.
Marco, fucking stop. And Marco is not stopping. And Jake is like, Marco, fucking stop. They're leaving. The hammerheads are not attacking us. They're leaving. They're fucking off. We are not fighting.
Yeah.
And at this point, Marco, he says, the bloodlust faded. He's like so caught up in just this
Yeah.
rage and this need to take agency back,
Yes.
like
He
do
needs
something.
somebody else to hurt.
Yes,
He needs
yes,
somebody
yes,
else to be in pain right now and know that he did that and that
yes,
they deserved it because
yes.
he's in pain and he doesn't deserve it.
Right, right, right. And he's so in that he doesn't even realize like this is not a
Yeah.
conflict. Like this
Yeah.
is this is nothing. So he stops. He feels the control device being liquidated, being liquefied. Um, he, like you said, like you pointed out, he points out that the Yeerks are really good at destroying evidence. Um, and Tobias says, hopefully at least Visser 1 didn't escape. Girl, girl, read the room. What? Don't say that shit right now. What the
Oh,
fuck? What the fuck? Don't say that.
Tobias doesn't get many moments where he fully like puts his talons in his beak,
Yeah.
but this is an all-timer right here.
Yes. Oh my God, my dude. Not okay. So, so they are swimming away, and he says about the others, they knew that my heart was ripping apart. They knew that I was crying or crying as well as any shark could. And he's thinking, like, okay, I've lost my mother twice. And then he literally does, unless, dot, 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 which is incredible. And definitely had more emotional weight before becoming uh, internet goofery.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
did make me laugh pretty hard.
It is another like Brittany Broski drinking
Yes,
kombucha
yes,
moment where
yes.
it's like, unless no, she didn't survive.
No.
What?
So now, as they're swimming to shore, Marco is reckoning with the fact that he just has to go back to his life. Like he has to just go back to
Yep.
his day to day after all of this, which is such a fucking nightmare. Um,
Where his mom may have actually physically drowned this time for real, not for fakesies like the last time.
because of a thing
He did.
did. He did. Like
Yes, he
specifically,
made the prophecy come true.
yes. It wasn't just that he was like in Animorph's shit and like shit
Right.
went down. He is the one who threw the chair at
Mhm.
the window that collapsed that led to her potentially drowning again. Not
Mhm.
even just dying again, drowning
At sea.
again at sea. God, yes. Yeah. Literally Greek tragedy shit. Literally.
And once again, not to get too far ahead of us, but there's only a couple more pages.
Yes.
Once again, they don't find her body.
Yep. Yeah.
Name a more iconic duo. Marco's mom and her body not being found places.
I'll name a more iconic duo. Marco's mom and me.
Because we're walking down the aisle.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry, Marco's dad.
Sorry. I'm Polly. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on aboard. And Rachel, so Rachel is like, hey, I heard something. It's the transparent sub. I heard it. And Tobias is like, no, you didn't. It's not anything. And nobody can hear it. And and Marco is like, Rachel is not really a liar like that. Maybe she is. And so he says thanks. And he knows that if she had said, you're welcome, he would know that it was a lie. And
Mm-hmm.
that she was just trying to like give him hope. But instead, she says, thanks for what? For hearing that sub, for paying more attention than you, Marco. And she just goes back to razzing him pretty much.
Which I also love because Rachel in this moment has like, I feel like she's gotten the message
Yes,
that like she can best show up for Marco by being normal about things. And
yes,
that
exactly.
if she makes a bigger deal about this than it strictly needs to be, then that's going to cause more problems. So regardless of if she's making it up or not, like, yeah, this is her reacting in a way to like be there emotionally for Marco in the way that he can parse and appreciate, and that feels a little bit more normal for everybody after everything that's happened to them today.
Yeah. Yeah, the way that she razzes him is by saying, um, the reason I notice more than you do is that I don't use half of my brain making dumb jokes and the other half of my brain laughing at them, which is really good. And it makes Marco laugh. He laughs a little. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. He says, I don't mind when jokes are at my own expense as long as they're funny. Mood. Mood.
Yep.
It's that true jester spirit. And now he's kind of thinking, like, he doesn't know what he wants the truth
Yeah.
to be anymore. And he's grappling with the fact that it might be better if she is actually dead. Because then he can just move on. And he doesn't have to think about having to save her.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like such a fucking rough thing to grapple with. God.
Yeah.
God. And then Jake asks one more time, are you okay? And Marco goes through again what he is grappling with, um, and everything that had happened. And he says we'd remember it all. And then slowly but surely, we'd talk less about how horrible it had all been. We'd start talking about the strange stuff, the weird stuff, the stuff we could laugh at now that it was all over, like in this future where maybe things are better. And he says, oh, God, these like last few lines of the book. See, it was my mom who taught me that the world was funny. And if she was alive, maybe we'd still get that day in the future to sit down and laugh together. I'm fine, Jake, I said, and I'll be better when she's free again. End of the fucking book. My God. This was so fucking good. This was so fucking good. I am like frequently floored by how fantastic these books are. This one is so special. It's and maybe it's like the very personal resonance that I have with it. But like it really feels this one felt next level to me.
I agree. I think that there is, especially for the place in the series we're at right now, I think there are books that are comparably as good to come. And that's all I'll say about that.
Very
But
exciting.
I I think for like this is maybe a high watermark. Um, it's got everything. And the structure is
Yeah.
so tight. The themes are front and center, but not overstated in a schlocky way. Um, and on like uh, the drop of this line at the very end of the book when we've been thinking about Marco as a comedian and a jokester, and that being his framework for understanding the world and processing things and how he responds to people and his friends, all of that building up to the reveal that the person who gave him that worldview was his mother.
Yeah.
It was his mom who taught him that the world is funny. That and everything that that implies is everything that you need to know about Marco and who he is and why he does everything that he does now and going forward for the
Yeah.
rest of the series. He's making his own choice now all the time to believe that not only is his mom alive somewhere, he is going to save her and they are going to be together at the end of the war. And what won't a little boy who lost his mom do to make that happen?
Yeah, I'm sure that's fine.
It's gonna be fine,
It's
Will.
gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna hurt me. It's gonna be fine.
He knows also, his mom already managed to warn his dad once
Yes.
before she
Yes.
disappeared. He
Yes.
has every reason to, like, if she's still alive, there's a chance, and all I need is a chance.
Yeah. Yep. Oh God.
And I
This book
agree.
is
I
so
think you
good.
and I are like really especially appreciating this book from our own experiences in there. But I do think from a broader perspective, like this is just really, really solid middle grade writing.
It is.
And for fiction in general to marry these supernatural themes with extremely grounded, realistic, character-driven storytelling.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if I were still a teacher and I could teach creative writing to high schoolers,
Oh,
like these are such a perfect teaching tool
it's so
for
great.
like structure. Like sure, it's got the like intro and then like kind of middle and then crazy intense at the end, but like this book in book 3 like are structurally just so
Yeah,
brilliant. They're just brilliant and it's great character writing. It's pretty good dialogue writing. It has good pacing and just like the way that the themes are woven into every moment. It's so strong. It's so impressive. This book is so good. This book is so good.
it's really good. And also, this is again in the place where it falls in the series. This is a really, really big deal. All of the things that happen kind of as soon as we stop fucking around in parrot mode.
Yes. Yes.
Um, by the way, would have been nice to have parrots for number 11, just saying.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a big help. But the everything that they go through here, this is a big series of wins for Marco in particular, even though he did not actually manage to save his mom here. You know, he's done a lot of working through some trauma. He his secret is out to the team and he doesn't feel great about that right now, but it is better for him. Like, let's be real, Marco.
Yeah.
This is going
Yeah.
to feel a lot better when people just understand what you're dealing with from a baseline. Um,
Absolutely.
and for the team, this is kind of one of their biggest victories to date. Like, they've bounced from interrupting some of these little operations, some bigger than others, but there hasn't been anything since the Kandrona that they've managed to fuck up so big and so hard that it really set the Yerkes' plans back in a significant way. And this is setting their plans for an entirely different invasion back in a very big way. So that's interesting.
That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even think of that.
I don't know if they feel that this is like a really big
Yeah,
success for them.
it super is though.
Yeah, the Yerks are definitely not pleased at losing their entire underwater base that they were kind of attached to.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was so caught up in like Marco feelings.
Yeah,
Fully
understandable.
Forgot about the whole rest of the
about
mission.
everything else we're doing. Yeah. So did Marco.
So did Marco. And he has every right. Okay. So I think let's get on to our rankings. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So first and foremost, just got to put it out there. This is my new favorite book. It has dethroned book two, The Visitor. It easy. This was an easy new favorite for me. Easy.
I was so relieved to see that in your notes when I got to the end.
Yeah.
Because I was a little worried that this would also be maybe a squick for you. I know like underwater stuff can be up in the air.
It's
but
just whales. It's
yeah,
straight up just whales for me.
There's nothing that's too big in this book. Everything's the right size.
The thing that comes closest to being too big is Visser 3, and I'm not scared of him.
Right. And you shouldn't be.
No. Yeah, no, easy new favorite. Easy. Let's get to our rankings of characters. I think maybe let's start from the bottom, and we're just gonna do our favorite babies.
So this is against my religion,
yes.
Will.
Yes, understandable.
I will entertain the thought experiment.
Thank you. Thank you. Coming in last for me right now, I have Axe. I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's also the case for me. I'll say I am ranking these a little bit based on how I feel now, but mostly I'm trying to tap into what my feelings were when I was reading these at the time.
For sure.
And like Axe is unfortunately just kind of around right now. Yeah. He is again here to not understand things for comedic effect a lot of the time and to use computers the rest. He's got his own stuff going on, but we're not really privy to it. And a lot of it is the same stuff that he's had going on since number 8. So unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, once we get back to Axe, I am sure he's going to jump back up because his internal processing is like so specific and so different from what he displays. But yeah, right now he's just kind of a guy. Next up, I've got Jake. I think after we have been talking about this book, I think that I would put him back up higher again. But at the time of reading, again, he kind of falls into he's a guy territory for me.
I actually think that our rankings are pretty similar. I have Rachel here.
Okay.
Mostly because I'll be real. This is partly why I was like, I'm doing this based on what I was feeling at the time. Because I realized going back through and rereading to catch up with the show, I went a long time without reading number 2. Somehow. I don't know how that happened exactly. I think it was just I read 3 first, and then obviously I went back and read number 1, and I was like, I understand like what happens in the interval, but I didn't get that from Rachel's perspective and get her internality there. And that's also the most normal Rachel book that we've had to this point.
So by a mile.
I do think that I did myself a slight disservice there at the time. Because Rachel otherwise is very like, let's go do violence. Why aren't we doing violence?
Yes. Yes, that's very fair. I had Rachel next up. I think for a lot of the same reasons. I have the context of book two. I really liked her at the end of this book when she does kind of get with the program.
Yeah,
And I just have a soft spot for Rachel. I
she's
just like her.
great.
She's great.
Yeah, I have Jake here
Okay.
for similar reasons that you were saying. Like, he is kind of just a dude here. He's trying to keep Marco under control,
Yeah.
and that's not really appreciated. But I think the Jake here has the advantage of uh, being a little bit more complicated in
Yeah.
his interactions with Marco, and I knew a little bit more about where he was at this particular juncture.
Sure. Next up, I have Cassie. This is actually pretty high up for Cassie for me. Usually she's closer to the bottom. Just again, Cassie and I, we don't always mesh. Um, but man, that opening chapter, she's so funny.
It's a
When
fun
Cassie is
one.
funny, she's so funny. Yeah, I loved her in this book. She doesn't
She
get much, but what she does get is really good.
Yes. I like Cassie a lot. I am a huge Cassie defender for a lot of reasons
Hell
that I
yeah.
won't tell you until probably the 2030s.
Uh-huh.
And but she's really fascinating and gets to have so many of these uh moral dilemmas about the animals themselves that almost nobody else is really interested in having.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate how she can find time to bring that up all the time and just like, it is in the background, but like these interactions are happening and she's having to make moral compromises, little ones, all the time for her friends. And she doesn't really like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited to get more of her. Every time I
Yes.
learn more about her, I like her more.
You're gonna have a good time in a couple books.
Yay! Who's in your spot here?
So my number two spot is Marco.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like even so, I simply cannot get past how much I love Tobias in
Totally.
this moment in time.
Yeah.
Um, this is tenths of a point off.
Yes.
Honestly, like this is I cannot stress it enough. Like is an amazing Marco book. His arc throughout this series and in this book specifically is really, really incredible. I just enjoy a lot of what is also going on at the same time with Tobias.
Absolutely.
That is so, like almost flies under the radar, but is still present here. And I don't know. This is like a very strong Marco featuring Tobias book
Yes.
for me,
Yes. Yes.
and it's hard to divide them. I adore Marco so much. I think Tobias is barely still my favorite character here.
Absolutely. Yeah, and my top two are the same, just flipped. I've got
Mm-hmm.
Tobias and then Marco. Marco is almost always my number one. Tobias is often also my number one. So I totally feel you. I think after this book, Marco's reign as my favorite is maybe going to be a little bit more unshakable. Um,
It's hard to top
yeah,
the
yeah.
sheer like peaks and valleys that we go through on this ride.
Yes. And so that's the other thing is I say that, but next book, Marco might say some dumbass idiot
Yeah.
misogynistic shit and drop right back down, you know?
Yeah, he's just gonna make some like snide comment about how Rachel is just upset that she can't go to the mall.
Yes.
You
Yes.
just want to deck him.
Yeah. You get demoted, Marco. I
Your
forgot.
one-liner was bad, and you should feel bad.
Yes. I forgot to ask. Do you have any questions for me? Any predictions? Anything you want me to guess?
So I kind of One of my big questions for you, we've talked a
Yes.
lot about how this is affecting Marco and
Yes.
his relationship with the team. How do you think the Andalites are dealing with the invasion of the Lyran homeworld right now?
Oh,
And do you have other thoughts after reading this book as to what the state of the Yeerk Andalite War might be?
my God, that is a great question. My first thought is that the Andalites are suppressing all information about the Lyran invasion. I think that they feel that like things are not going so hot for them right now. And I think that they are only going to get involved when, if and when they are encouraged to do so and they can look like the heroes. And I don't think
Mm.
that that's going to happen with the Lyrans because they avoid the Lyrans because they're psychic. I I would honestly not be shocked if the Andalites were like, we can let this one go.
If
We
they were
can
just
let this one go.
they're just going to write
Except,
off the planet.
right, except that then the Yerks would have Lyran controllers and then they could use that and use the psychic powers to actually get like secrets.
Mm.
So I could see them basically like again, suppressing information because it's going to be really fucking hard for them to go and fight alongside the Lyrans
Hmm.
because they're
Yeah.
so secretive.
Yes.
Um,
That's a great point.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I imagine that if they are helping at all, they are doing it as quietly as they can until or unless they get an opportunity to again make it seem to their own people like they are the heroes, the victors. This is easy for them. This is
Sure.
fine. Um, and I think they're going to be hesitant to intervene because I
Sure.
think that the like balancing the pros and the cons there, I think will put them into a like kind of a bureaucratic standstill.
Hmm. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Fucking hate those
Um,
guys. I fucking hate the Andalites.
I was really glad actually. Another reason that I was really glad that you asked me to come and do this book in particular. It's like now you actually have a little bit of concrete evidence
Yes.
as to why the Andalites in fact may not be shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You met
Yeah.
a Lauren right like before things went really south for him, and he was already kind of a shithead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of shitheads,
Yes.
I the other thing that I want to ask you your feelings on,
Yes.
assuming let's assume that Visser One is still alive here and
Yeah.
has not been drowned.
I that is for what it's worth, that is absolutely my assumption.
What do you think, given that, will happen next between her and Visser 3 or her and the Council of 13?
Yeah. I think that she is going to be very reprimanded by the Council of 13. I don't think that they are going to entirely believe Visser 3 though, because they know he's a
Mm.
fucking idiot. Like they know he's dumb as shit. They also know that he's a liar and he's manipulative, etc. So I think that they are going to make her go on some mission to prove herself. And I would not be shocked if that
Mm.
mission is, can you finally fucking kill these Andalite bandits? Can you do it? Like, I would not be shocked if that is where
Interesting.
things are going to go. I don't think, man, I guess it really depends on how fucking stupid the Council of 13 is. I don't think they're dumb enough to demote Visser 1 and promote Visser 3. Still don't know about Visser 2, by the way. Who the fuck is that? Who
Yeah,
the fuck is that
interesting.
guy? Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't think that we're quite ready for a hierarchy shakeup. If we are, the Yerks are way fucking dumber than I thought. Way fucking dumber.
Well, it's interesting that you brought that up. It kind of goes back to me to the lackey at Ocean
Yeah,
World.
that's so true. That's so
Because
true.
they're so, again, like they know what each other are like in this military hierarchy that they've built.
Yeah.
Everybody seems like they're jockeying for position, backbiting. Visser 3 has a really easy way to just like kill any of his lieutenants that displease him, and yet
Yeah.
there's still people that think that they're going to like rise up in the ranks and get in with good with Visser 3, and I guess presumably like also become a Visser, maybe supplant Visser 3. Like,
Hmm.
I think it really speaks to we were talking about doing an episode about anti-fascism.
Yes, which
um
by the way,
I would love
absolutely would love to do.
I would
Absolutely would love to do.
love to do a special with
Yes,
you on
yes,
that.
yes.
But I think this book is also a really great like that's part of the curriculum
Yes,
to look at Animorphs and fascism, this book in
yes.
particular, with all of its themes of disparate control. And you know, the big irony of fascism, one of them at least, is that fascists have this like idea of unity that none of them
Yes.
practice because they hate
Yes.
each
Because they
other.
fucking hate each other.
It is
Yes.
it is a bundle of sticks that is rotting from the inside,
Yes.
because all of these people with their huge egos and their absolute certainty that they are the ones who can wield violence in the right way to make everything work out just right, because they're just so strong and special. Yeah, like you get to being hundreds of feet down in the ocean yelling at a snake because
Because
it
of some
didn't do
human
what you wanted
children.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it really like fashion. I think one of the things that Animorphs does really well is present fascism as it is, which is ludicrous and foolish and often incompetent and absolutely horrifying in the amount of devastation it's able to wreak, even so.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, and I think part of why I don't think that we're quite ready for a hierarchy shakeup is because this is also Visser 3, right? Like he is
Mm-hmm.
also doing this because he thinks that he can get to the power
Right.
of the Council of 13. He thinks that he can be Visser 1 and that he'll have all the power he's ever wanted, right?
Yep. Yep.
Um, and I don't think that they are going to let him have that. I don't think it's advantageous enough for them to let him have that yet.
Sure. Sure. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for giving me these wonderful thoughts about where this series could possibly go. And
Thank you for these questions.
I don't know where this series goes because I've never read it before. I don't know anything, and I don't have
Sure.
any comment on what you just said.
I bet. I bet. Are you ready for our next segment?
Yes.
It is time for Now Morphs. If you could morph into something right now, what would it be and why?
Make me a motherfucking tiger.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have wanted to be a tiger for so long, since I read Animorphs, and Jake is a tiger, and Jake is so cool and gets to roar all the time, and everybody's real scared of how good he can roar, and tigers are so cool. This is the series that, like, it got me into tigers as a species.
Fuck
Specifically,
yeah.
I had a tiger poster on my door to my bedroom when I was a kid. Um,
Amazing. Was it
I'm
was it the like Scholastic Book Fair poster tiger walking through the jungle looking kind of
No,
okay, okay.
it was, I think this is also a poster that has image that has been used for a lot of things. It was a tiger charging through water like
Ooh.
directly towards the camera. So you just see this like tiger fixated on you, like running through as these like splashes come up along the side. And it had like a little, like, I don't know, 1995 day calendar at the bottom or something. I got it
Hell
from
yeah.
my fifth grade teacher.
Nice.
Yeah, this Animorphs like made me love a lot of animals, none more so than tigers. I am still so in love with tigers that my Final Fantasy 14 character is a female Hrothgar who has dark gray fur and orange stripes
Yes,
in places.
absolutely.
Her name is Felidae Tigris.
Very good. Very good.
I named her that because Pantera Tigris felt a little bit too on the nose, and also I didn't want other characters to be calling me Pantera
Yeah,
all the
that's fair.
time
That's fair.
through the game. But that, yes, I love tigers so much. I think that turning into a tiger and going absolutely apeshit on a big hunk of meat could fix me.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I love that. Right now, I to to the surprise of nobody who's listened to this podcast, I have recently been back on my Emily Spinach bullshit. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought of Emily Spinach again. But I did think of her, and I, in fact, would like to be a little snaky. I would like to be a little snaky right now. My back hurts. I'm tired. I would like to slither. Maybe this is also me thinking about Viscera 3 and being like, that does sound nice. That
You
does
have
sound nice.
so many vertebrae to pop if you're a snake.
Exactly, exactly. And like just wiggling around. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. You're a little snaky. What are they gonna do? Maybe I want to be a rattler specifically. I do love a rattler. I am from Rattler country. The Diamondbacks are our baseball team over in Arizona. And I think coming with a little alert, a little don't fuck with me alert, I think I could use that right now.
I can't believe you want to be the snake that was going to bite Marco's butt last book.
I sure, yeah. You know
Fucked
what?
up.
Gotta get him. Gotta get him. That's what you get. I'm just prepping him for the misery to come.
Yeah.
I'm just tempering him like chocolate.
Oh, God.
Oh, and our final segment of the show, Forever Morphs. If you are going to be an Auklet, I am here to take data. What would be your choice?
This was so hard, Will.
I know. It's cruel.
Listen, I'm also non-binary, and I'm upset that I have to choose a thing. This is the whole thing. Growing up, I was non-binary in the way that Tobias was a hawk that sometimes wanted to be a boy and sometimes wanted to be a hawk. I went round and round on this fucking question. I'm so serious when I like it literally kept me up.
Sorry.
At first I was like, okay, because I think a lot of my friends, if they listen to this, are going to be surprised that I'm not immediately also saying tiger, because my personal brand is that strong.
Sure.
I think that being a tiger would be a little bit of a size liability, in that, like, I'm gonna need to eat a lot of meat all the time. And, like getting around doing things, those are not the wieldiest of paws.
No.
I love tigers for a lot of reasons. I'm not sure that I would want to be a tiger forever. For a while, I was going to say that I would do a gorilla because that's kind of the closest that you can get to a human morph without really feeling like you're cheating. You get strength. I could still play video games with a special controller or something. But that is me being cowardly. Okay. That is actually that is the mindset that I would have been in pre-transition, because better things aren't possible. I want to be a serval. Servals are like, they're not big cats. They're technically small cats.
Yeah.
But you are one of the larger members of the small cat family.
Uh-huh.
And you get all of the advantages of being like a cool looking kitty cat. You get to have stripes and spots.
Yes.
You have cool, like big old ears.
Yeah.
And just a great shape. One of the shapes of all time.
Truly.
Servals have. And another reason that gorilla is a strong choice, I think, is if you want to live for a while. Gorillas have a pretty good lifespan.
Oh,
servals can still live for around 20 years in captivity.
Okay.
So I am going to be the chillest fucking serval that you've ever seen, chilling out, reading comic books, and eating raw meat.
Yeah, this is powerful. This is powerful. This is new territory. I love this. This is great data.
I'm so glad that I can contribute to this incredibly important research project.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here. This was wonderful. This was amazing. I'm so glad things worked out so perfectly. It was a joy to have you on.
I've been vibrating with excitement to have this conversation with you for so many days now. There is a number, but I'm losing it because I've been so excited. Yes, it is a joy to come on and talk to you about these books that mean so much to me, and it is so wonderful to see how much they already mean to you.
Yes.
And that's really the best gift that fans of the series could ask for. So thank you for making this show.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet to hear. And I will absolutely be hitting you up for a bonus episode on Animorphs and fascism because fuck yeah.
Hey, Will?
Yeah?
You'll have to kill me to keep me off this podcast.
Nevermorphed is hosted, edited, and produced by Will Williams. Our theme music is The Chase by Joey Hendricks. Our title is by Eddie Feely, and this podcast would not exist without Mike Schubert's podcast, Potterless and the Newest Olympian. You can find his works at shub.es, that's shub.es. Nevermorphed is a proud member of Hug House Productions. You can find more at hughouse.productions and follow us on Tumblr at Nevermorphed. Get morphin'!